Imagine a night lit by flickering torches, villagers chasing fiery dragons through narrow cobblestone streets. The scent of smoke mingles with the earthy aroma of spring rain, and laughter echoes off centuries-old walls. This is Serbia's folklore brought to life, wild, mystical, and utterly unforgettable. Now picture sitting in a sun-drenched cafe, where a simple cup of coffee carries centuries of tradition. Here, the steaming cup isn't just a drink, it's a story, a gesture of respect, a thread connecting generations over quiet conversation. And then, in towns where life seems to slow as the clock strikes 6, the world pauses. Shops close, streets empty, and a serene hush blankets the hills and rivers, as if Serbia itself takes a breath. On the bustling streets of Belgrade, unexpected friendships flourish. Street dogs roam freely, yet locals feed and cherish them. Their loyalty and freedom are a subtle reflection of Serbia's open-hearted spirit. Backhand index pointing right, join us as we explore the most bizarre and amazing facts about Serbia in today's travel documentary. Nestled in southeast Europe, Serbia is a land of contrasts. Rugged Balkan mountains rise above fertile plains, while the Danube River flows like a silver ribbon through history. Landlocked yet connected, it borders 8 countries, making it a crossroads of cultures, languages, and centuries-old traditions. Serbia is home to around 7 million people, speaking Serbian in both Cyrillic and Latin scripts. Its cities hum with modern life, yet in villages, time moves to an older rhythm, where legends, folklore, and rituals are still woven into everyday life. The climate shifts dramatically, summers scorch the plains, while winters drape mountains in thick snow. These seasons dictate festivals, harvests, and the comfort of hearty meals that have been perfected over generations. Poetically speaking, Serbia is a place where rivers sing through ancient fortresses, and mountains whisper stories long forgotten by the outside world. From orthodox monasteries perched on cliffs to lively marketplaces filled with scents and colors, Serbia balances resilience with warmth, history with vibrancy, and the ordinary with the extraordinary. In the quiet villages of Serbia, spring brings more than flowers, it brings pageantry for the humblest of animals. During traditional festivals, farmers decorate cows with garlands of flowers and tiny crowns, celebrating the start of the agricultural season. It may seem whimsical, even absurd to outsiders, but for villagers, it is an expression of gratitude to the animals that sustain life. Children follow the parade, their eyes wide with delight, and elders hum age-old songs. The procession moves slowly through winding roads, and for a few magical hours, the mundane rhythms of rural life give way to ritual, joy, and shared community pride. This unusual spectacle is a testament to Serbia's intimate relationship with nature, and its ability to find wonder in the everyday. Serbia takes coffee seriously. A simple cup of Turkish-style coffee is more than a morning ritual, it's a mirror to the soul. Locals carefully grind beans, boil water in small copper pots, and serve the steaming cups with delicate precision. Beyond the aroma and taste, the coffee grounds themselves are read to divine fortunes, revealing glimpses of love, luck, and family futures. Generations gather to share this moment, passing down stories, traditions, and advice along with the sweet, thick coffee. The ritual is intimate, slow, and deliberate, a quiet rebellion against modern haste. Would you try reading your future in coffee grounds? Comment 5 if yes. When the sun dips below the horizon, Belgrade awakens in unexpected ways. Floating river clubs glimmer like lanterns on the Danube, while small underground bars buzz with conversation, jazz, and laughter. Here, locals gather not to show off, but to celebrate life in its simplest pleasures, music, friendship, and dance. The nightlife is intimate yet vibrant, with each corner of the city offering a new story, a secret courtyard hosting live folk music, a tiny cafe where poets recite verses, or a neon-lit tavern with centuries-old recipes served alongside local spirits. Belgrade's nightlife isn't about extravagance, it's a reflection of Serbia itself, warm, layered, and full of hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. In villages across Serbia, fire and folklore collide during dragon-chasing festivals. Residents don costumes, wield torches, and reenact legends of dragons who once roamed the lands. Smoke curls into the evening sky as the mythical creatures breathe fire along cobbled streets, and children squeal in excitement at each near miss. These festivals are more than spectacle, they are a living history, a bridge between myth and memory, and a celebration of courage, community, and resilience. The dragons are no longer threats, they are symbols of life's challenges, transformed into moments of shared awe. Romance in Serbia blends tradition and modernity in unique ways. Courtship may include the subtle exchange of handmade gifts, shared dances at local gatherings, or a quiet coffee ritual in a village square. Young couples respect familial ties while exploring individual choice, balancing inherited customs with personal desire. Public displays of affection are measured, and respect for family approval remains important. In the Balkans, love is poetic, deliberate, and ceremonial, a reflection of Serbia's cultural reverence for both emotion and responsibility. In many Serbian towns, life seems to take a collective breath around 6 in the evening. Shops close their shutters, streets empty, and a soft hush settles over squares and alleyways. Even the Danube appears to slow, reflecting the warm hues of the setting sun. This pause is more than habit, it's a cultural rhythm, a reminder to savor time with family, to pause from labor and obligations, and to reflect on the day. Children play in courtyards, neighbors exchange greetings, and the aroma of home-cooked meals drifts from open windows. Here, time is not measured by schedules alone, it is felt, savored, and shared, a poetic heartbeat of Serbian daily life. In Serbia, bread is more than sustenance, it is sacred. During religious ceremonies and family gatherings, loaves are carefully baked, decorated, and blessed. The ritual acknowledges gratitude for life, sustenance, and hospitality, symbolizing a deep connection between people, land, and tradition. Guests are offered bread first, a gesture of respect and welcome. Its fragrance, warm, yeasty, and comforting, fills homes, weaving through conversations and laughter. Families pass down recipes and techniques from generation to generation, honoring both craft and culture. Bread in Serbia is a daily reminder that nourishment goes beyond the body, it feeds the heart, strengthens community bonds, and preserves centuries of tradition. Belgrade streets are home to a unique community, free-roaming dogs, embraced rather than shunned. These animals wander marketplaces, parks, and neighborhoods, yet are lovingly cared for by locals who leave food, water, and shelters. Visitors are often surprised to see this harmonious coexistence. Dogs form silent bonds with pedestrians, accompanying them for blocks or resting nearby during conversation. They are both guardians and companions, symbols of Serbia's open-heartedness and respect for life beyond human concerns. This coexistence reveals a subtle cultural truth: care and freedom can exist together, teaching lessons of empathy, patience, and quiet joy in the ordinary rhythms of city life. Serbia's legal quirks blend tradition and modernity in surprising ways. In some villages, local ordinances still regulate fireworks or public celebrations, reflecting centuries-old customs. Certain festivals require specific rites, and violating them can carry fines or social disapproval. Beyond rural rules, the country has modern laws protecting cultural heritage, wildlife, and communal spaces. For example, illegal logging or disturbance of historical sites is strictly penalized, balancing preservation with everyday life. These unique laws are not arbitrary. They reflect Serbia's dedication to safeguarding identity, community values, and cultural memory, creating a society where history and daily life are tightly interwoven. Wandering the outskirts of Serbia, you may encounter abandoned industrial towns and villages frozen in time. Rusting machinery, empty factories, and silent streets tell stories of economic booms and declines, of lives once lived in bustling communities. Yet these ghost towns are not simply relics, they are mirrors of resilience. Nature slowly reclaims forgotten spaces, wildflowers bloom through cracks in concrete, and old homes bear witness to human perseverance. Photographers and travelers are drawn to their eerie beauty, discovering art in decay and stories etched into walls. These towns remind us that every corner of Serbia carries layered histories, some quiet, some haunting, all profoundly human. In Serbia, rakija isn't just a drink, it's a ritual. This potent fruit brandy, distilled from plums or grapes, warms the body and bonds friends, family, and strangers alike. Cups clink in celebration, toasts are shared, and stories unfold late into the night. Every sip carries centuries of tradition. Some families distill their own rakija, perfecting recipes passed down through generations. It's served during weddings, slava, family saint days, and simple Sunday gatherings alike, embodying hospitality, pride, and joy. To taste rakija is to taste Serbia itself, fiery, comforting, communal, and unforgettable, a liquid embodiment of warmth, culture, and resilience. Serbian weddings are epic affairs, blending ceremony, celebration, and cultural storytelling. In villages, festivities can stretch over several days, filled with music, dance, and ritual. Guests arrive with gifts, join in folk dances, and savor traditional dishes prepared with care. Every detail, from embroidered clothing to the ceremonial bread breaking, is symbolic, honoring family, ancestors, and community ties. Songs echo across courtyards, laughter spills into narrow streets, and generations unite in joyous unity. These weddings are more than a union of two people, they are a tapestry of tradition, emotion, and cultural pride, offering travelers a glimpse into Serbia's vibrant social fabric. Away from urban streets, Serbia hides a wealth of natural wonders. Crystal-clear waterfalls tumble into forested valleys, monasteries perch silently atop cliffs, and rural landscapes stretch endlessly under a vast sky. Travelers who wander off the beaten path find solitude and serenity in these secret retreats. Hiking trails reveal hidden caves, thermal springs invite relaxation, and untouched meadows bloom with wildflowers. Birds sing in symphonies, rivers sparkle in sunlight, and every breath is scented with pine and earth. These hidden corners reveal a Serbia often invisible to outsiders, where nature and spirituality coexist in perfect harmony, offering peace, reflection, and adventure in equal measure. Serbian folk music is a living heartbeat, echoing the joys and sorrows of centuries. Traditional instruments, like the gusle, accordion, and tamburica, bring to life epic tales of heroism, love, and loss. Music isn't only performance, it is storytelling. Villagers gather in squares, musicians play at weddings, and melodies rise from riverside cafes. Each note connects the past to the present, evoking emotion, memory, and a profound sense of belonging. Even a brief encounter with these songs stirs the soul. They remind travelers that culture is not only seen, it is felt, vibrated through air, and carried in hearts across generations. Greetings in Serbia are poetry in motion. In urban centers, a firm handshake or brief hug suffices, while in villages, cheek kisses and warm embraces speak volumes of respect and care. Elders are greeted first, a gesture honoring wisdom and family hierarchy. These small interactions carry subtle layers of meaning. A nod, a smile, or the tone of your voice can convey connection, warmth, or politeness. Visitors quickly learn that greetings are not mere formalities, they are lessons in empathy, attentiveness, and social grace. In Serbia, every hello is an invitation into culture, every exchange a bridge between people, weaving together tradition, respect, and humanity. Serbia's local markets are sensory feasts, alive with colors, sounds, and aromas. Vendors sell plump tomatoes, fragrant herbs, handmade crafts, and freshly baked bread, their stalls overflowing with life. Walking through, you see generations mingling, grandmothers selecting vegetables, children chasing each other past tables, musicians strumming folk tunes. Each item carries a story: jam made from backyard plums, embroidery stitched with care, cheeses aged to perfection. Markets are more than commerce, they are social hubs, where conversations flow freely, friendships are formed, and the heartbeat of community is palpable. For travelers, every aisle is a window into Serbia's vibrant cultural tapestry, inviting curiosity, connection, and exploration. Serbia's schools balance modern learning with rich cultural heritage. Children study math, science, and languages, while also learning folklore, music, and national history. School events often include dance, art, and seasonal celebrations, reinforcing traditions alongside academic knowledge. Teachers foster pride in Serbian identity while encouraging curiosity and critical thinking. Field trips to monasteries, rivers, and historical sites make learning immersive, blending knowledge with lived experience. For visitors, it's fascinating to see how education preserves culture, shaping generations who carry forward both tradition and innovation, reflecting the country's respect for its past and investment in its future. Serbia's spirituality extends far beyond grand Orthodox churches. Monasteries perched atop cliffs, icon painting workshops, and Easter processions reveal a deep, living faith interwoven with daily life. Villagers celebrate Slava, honoring their family patron saints, with rituals, meals, and prayers passed down over generations. Religion is participatory and communal, it shapes identity, ethics, and social cohesion. Travelers witness devotion expressed in both subtle gestures, a bowed head, candle lighting, and festive ceremonies, where faith becomes an art form, connecting people to history, ancestors, and one another in ways both intimate and profoundly moving. Serbia celebrates the cycle of life with seasonal feasts. Spring brings lamb, summer offers grilled meats at village gatherings, and winter centers on hearty stews and cabbage rolls. Each meal carries symbolism, connecting participants to land, family, and faith. Slava, the family saint's day, is the pinnacle of these celebrations. Bread is blessed, rakija poured, and tables grown under dishes prepared with care. Music, dance, and storytelling accompany food, turning eating into a multisensory cultural ritual. Through these feasts, travelers witness Serbia's philosophy, that life is to be savored, shared, and marked by meaningful connection. In Serbia, poetry isn't confined to books or festivals, it flows through everyday moments. Proverbs are woven into conversations, gestures carry metaphorical meaning, and even casual greetings can echo centuries of wisdom. A farmer greeting a neighbor, a baker offering bread, or a musician strumming in a cafe, each interaction carries rhythm, story, and beauty. Life is observed, narrated, and felt, turning ordinary days into living poetry. For visitors, this poetic sensibility transforms the mundane into profound experience. Serbia teaches that culture is not only in monuments or history books, it is alive, breathing, and present in every interaction, glance, and moment. Living in Serbia is affordable yet rich in experience. Rent in Belgrade ranges from $300 to $600 per month, while smaller towns offer apartments for $150 to $300. Groceries and utilities cost $200 to $350 monthly for a small family, and public transport is inexpensive and efficient. Healthcare is accessible via the public system, with private clinics providing additional options. Expats find locals friendly, English increasingly spoken, and visa rules accommodating for many EU and US citizens. Safety is generally high, and cultural immersion is effortless. Cafes, markets, and festivals offer integration into daily life. Backhand index pointing right, would you move here? Type 1 if yes, 0 if no. Serbia, often misunderstood, reveals itself in layers of history, warmth, and tradition. From fiery folklore festivals to the quiet poetry of daily life, from family feasts to hidden waterfalls, the country invites curiosity and connection. Its resilience, charm, and cultural richness leave lasting impressions on travelers who look beyond first impressions. Streets, rivers, mountains, and markets are alive with stories waiting to be discovered. Backhand index pointing right, we hope this gave you a fresh perspective on Serbia. Like, comment, and subscribe for more journeys. See you in the next video.